Buenas tardes. Hoy voy a explicar algunos usos de estar que ustedes tienen que estudiar para la clase el martes el 15 de noviembre. Ok, vamos a empezar. Estar. So you know that we've used estar with location and that we've used estar with conditions, mental states, and health. Here are some more adjectives that describe those emotions and those conditions that go with the verb estar. Okay. Before I review these, I want to let you know that there are two important expressions that estar that you can talk about that are like to be in a good mood, estar de buen humor, and to be in a bad mood, estar de mal humor. So some common adjectives that are used with estar are things like abierto, like el libro está abierto, aburrido, los estudiantes están aburridos, alegre, él está alegre, avergonzado, ella está avergonzada, cansada, yo estoy cansada, cerrado, la tienda está cerrada, cómodo o cómoda, la habitación está cómoda, confundido, los estudiantes están confundidos, contento o contenta, ella está contenta, desordenado, la habitación está desordenada, enamorado de, Mario está enamorado de María, enojado, él está enojado con su amigo, equivocado, yo, la profesora, estoy equivocada, feliz, nosotros estamos felices, limpio, el hotel está limpio, listo, ustedes están listos, nervioso, antes de un examen, los estudiantes están nerviosos, ocupado, todos nosotros estamos ocupados al final del semestre, ordenado, la habitación está ordenada, preocupado, which is used a lot with por, estoy preocupada por mi hija, seguro, estoy segura, sucio, el hotel no está sucio, en triste, ella está triste. So these are common adjectives that are used with estar to describe either emotions or conditions of things. Okay. We also use estar with what we call the present progressive, el presente progresivo. Como la profesora está explicando el presente progresivo, los estudiantes están escribiendo en sus cuadernos. This is where we use a form of the verb estar, which you should already know, and then the present participle, otherwise known as a gerund, which in English is ing. And so we take AR verbs are ando, IR verbs are yendo. And that's why we get está explicando and están escribiendo. La hija está en la escuela y está leyendo un libro. So here we have a spelling change. Atención. When the stem of an ER verb or IR verb ends in a vowel, like leer, oír, traer, instead of being yendo, the present participle or gerund becomes yendo. So we have leyendo, oyendo, trayendo. La mamá de la profesora está durmiendo. This only affects IR stem changing verbs. AR, ER stem changing verbs do not have a change. Now, IR stem changing verbs do have a stem change in the present participle in the gerund, but it's different than what we would see in the normal present tense. So where in the normal present tense we have ida ie, we only go ida I. So preferir is prefiriendo. Ida I stays ida I. So conseguir, consiguiendo. Dormir, which is O to U in the present tense, becomes O to U in the gerund or present participle, durmiendo. And that's where we get la mamá de la profesora está durmiendo. Now, the use of the present progressive is much more restricted in Spanish than in English. Okay, it's used mainly to emphasize that an action is in progress at the time of speaking. Okay, so things that are happening in the moment. Like Maru está escuchando música latina ahora mismo. So he's listening to it right now. It's in progress. Felipe y su amigo todavía están jugando al fútbol. They're still playing soccer, so the action is still going on. In English, we use the present progressive to talk about actions and situations that occur over an extended period of time or in the future. In Spanish, we just use the normal present tense. So something like Javier estudia computación este semestre, we use the is studying in English, but in Spanish, the is studying would have to be in the moment. Okay. Marisa sale mañana para los Estados Unidos. Marisa is leaving tomorrow. So again, we use the present progressive in English to say is leaving, where we use the normal present tense sale in Spanish, in Español. So a couple examples taken from the last examples. Javier estudia computación este semestre. He is studying computer science this semester. He's just not necessarily studying in the moment. Where Javier está estudiando computación, tiene un examen mañana. So right now, he is studying. He has his book open, he's got the computer going, and he's studying because he has this exam. Felipe y su amigo juegan al fútbol americano con estudiantes de su residencia estudiantil este viernes por la tarde. So Felipe and his friend are playing football with students from the residence hall this Friday afternoon. It's not happening in the moment. We're using the regular present tense. Felipe y su amigo todavía están jugando al fútbol americano. So it's in progress. They are still playing football. So it's still happening. Okay, so that's kind of a difference between the presente and the presente progresivo. In Spanish, it has to be in the moment that it's happening right now. Okay, so I hope that answers any of your questions, and we'll practice with that more in class.